ABC24 brings you a lifestyle show from people you know with Emily Irwin. Now, Central Valley Today.
Profound insights, spirituality, and contemporary wisdom. It can all be found in the latest book by Reverend Lydia Forget, 111 Reflections for Thy Earth Odyssey. So Lydia joins us now. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I've done a little bit of research about your book, and it seems very complex and deep. So explain your latest book to us.
Well, thank you for having me, first of all, on your show. Well, the book is a series of reflections. Well, I have 2 tomes. The third one will go out very soon. 2 tomes. And those are reflections that I've had over my entire life because I have been a reverend, a nurse, a holistic nurse. I've traveled, done all kinds of things, worked with dying people, ICU, all kind of events. I had a lot of events in my life. I went through a lot, and I always took that as life lessons. That is all. So my books are about forgiving, understanding, and evolving on this life journey that we have.
Okay, well, I love the idea of people sharing, because life is all about learning and making meaning of things. And I love when people are courageous enough to share that. So how did you know that you wanted to be an author?
Oh, I've known for my entire life. I've written a lot, but I had not decided to publish. So some people told me that I should publish, and I finally decided that I would publish because I was never explaining random to everyone what I meant. So I was only explaining to 1 or 2 people, maybe a group of 10. So someone told me eventually, why don't you write a book? You're going to join a lot more people with what you know. And that was it.
And so then you made the decision. Okay, so in my research about this book and about you, you sort of talk about metaphysics in your family and sort of how you grew up. So how does that factor into your writing and your book?
Well, I was born in a religious family to start with, and my great uncle was a priest. He was amazing. And he understood life in a very different form from other people. And he explained life to me in a different form. My father also was a very different person. He was like a lot of very different. He thought different. When I was small, he even taught yoga to me. And at my age, yoga was not that popular. So I've learned from them that life was not what it looked like. It was what we make of it.
And you sort of talk about that, your own experiences with you realizing that you don't see the world like everybody else. So it's always beneficial and always eye-opening to hear from people who think differently than us or who have different beliefs or who have sort of different constitutions than us. So what do you hope people get out of reading your book, 111 Reflections for Thy Earth Odyssey?
Oh, what I hope is that people actually work on enlightenment. They work on their journey. They learn to forgive, to forget, and to stop hating. Everything is about learning that we have to overcome those desires to hate and take and have power over everyone. The thing is that we really have to overcome all those desires to be enlightened, because when we are in a journey where the only thing is money, glory, and the other things, we cannot work on enlightenment, because our journey on earth is not about what we will do in your life. It's about what we will bring back on the other side, which is nothing except knowledge.
Well, it is a very interesting perspective. We will put the link on where you can find Lydia's book, 111 Reflections for Thy Earth Odyssey, and she's got some other ones coming out. So Lydia, thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
And stay with us. We're planning your next summer vacation. Up next, we travel smart and help you choose an epic destination. We'll be back after the break.